Welcome back with Cocktails with the Queens. I'm your girl, Claudia Jordan. We got Vivica A. Fox, Kalina Johnson, and Lisa Ray. Ladies, what's good?
It's all good. If you just take this whole picture and just take the sound out, we still be queens and good.
I know that's right.
I need my cocktail. I need round two. I went through my pina colada.
Asking you share the scene.
Yes. Listen here, we do not discriminate. Yes, Claudia.
What is happening?
Right. I appreciate all the visuals.
Okay.
Thank you.
I hope it's a ring in that drink.
Thank you. I'm telling you, I'm getting next time. I'm gonna have my dollars ready.
TJ, I hope it's a ring down to the next drink. Just saying.
Red.
Just saying.
Rena.
I just busting his chops. It's fine.
Oh, speaking of busting chops, I hope Kanye West is busting our chops with that bull campaign he had over the weekend. Y'all hear that?
We talked about this. We said this, 2 weeks ago when he announced that he was, and we were talking about, well, how? Because the stress of the job against your bipolarness is going to mix like how? I don't understand how that's going to work. Boom.
Where's Kim Kardashian? You get your man.
But see that right there is what I have to say, because my thing is this. Okay, Kanye, you my boy. I love your music. I love Kanye's music, and you know the Yeezy that we know, I'm sure we all love, and you know what I'm saying. But as we're watching him go through this, obviously he is going through something. And when I watched that, I watched him in the campaign, his campaign rally or whatever. Mm-hmm. He started crying. He started saying, my father didn't do stuff. My mama, he started crying. So it really made me sad because, like, all jokes aside now, where's your team? Where are your accountability partners? And more than anything, where is your wife?
Yes.
Why isn't she there with you? If that was my husband, if Kiwan was out there pacing back and forth, crying, whether or not you're trying to do something positive or not, where's your wife?
Because she ain't down with that shit.
Let's just say he was going to win. Are you the first lady hidden like that? You're supposed to be the first lady. So if you
don't say that,
if he's running for president,
say that.
Why aren't you?
Don't give that title out.
No, what I'm saying is, where are you as a wife? Where are you? How are you going to explain this to your children? How are you? You're not standing up for your man. I mean, listen, Kardashians, you do your thing. All right, girl, y'all made some money. Y'all got it all going on. Good thing. But where is the Kardashian family? He is now part of your family. He's part of your tribe and village.
Yes.
Let him be out here like this.
Lady has 4 children with Kim, correct?
Come on.
He is supposed to be, there has to be at some point that everybody goes, okay, pump the brakes, dog. Pump the brakes. You team too much right now.
Well, here's the thing. How do we know that she hasn't? And that's why she wasn't there. We don't know.
Because we don't see
Does
her.
she get the sense that it was coming?
She could take a selfie every day. Like, listen, much respect to the brand. They are marketing geniuses. But you got to, at one point, you got to put that to the side and be like, listen, it ain't about that right now. It is about my husband hurting. Now, we have a clip of him talking about Harriet Tubman never freeing the slaves, which is absolutely ridiculous. So let's take a look real quick.
So that's a Stephen move. When Harriet Tubman never actually freed the slaves. She just had the slaves go work for other white people.
Y'all, we leaving right now.
Once again,
I thought his statement about slavery was
bad.
Right.
Bad.
Was a choice. Was bad. But if you are giving us narrative and you're not finishing it or taking it all the way through to what it is that you meant, you leave it to be only a sound bite.
Right.
And unfortunately, those sound bites don't do us well. You know what I mean? So you need to go on and finish what you're saying, and you leaving us stuck like Chuck. Like, who gives a?
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb here and try to say maybe he was trying to say that even though this is all very dumb, let me give a disclaimer right out the gate. This real dumb what I'm about to say, and all of this is dumb. But let's just say he was trying to say, regardless of whether or not she freed the slaves, she still didn't free their minds, because then they still went and worked for white people and they still didn't own their stuff. But what's dumb about that is that in that time, we didn't own anything. So the fact that they were able to get paid for their services was the good thing. And they didn't have to get beaten like dogs in the process for doing labor. So it was a win. And then, as you can see, as we have evolved as a country, even though it's still not enough, it was actually a win to actually be a free Black person, because then you had more for yourself. That doesn't mean we were good, but it was better than where we were. So that's dumb to say. And furthermore, Kanye, why does that have anything to do with the that doesn't have anything to do with what we're dealing with as a country right now. So if you're going to do a campaign rally, can you please talk to us about things like how you're going to fix what's going on with the recession that's getting ready to happen, that we're already in, the pandemic, foreign relations, things like that, governmental type
now, the audience of Black people all
Can I just say this? The worst part was that he went to South Carolina, which I went and I campaigned for Joe Biden, and we put it on lockdown. So you went to South Carolina, which is basically, Democrat country. And then you go there and then you talk about a slave, Harriet Tubman. To me, it was the most obvious attempt, even though he's trying to distance himself from Donald Trump, bullshit. This is all a scam. Do not fall for it, y'all. This is a scam to try to divide the Democrat Party, which is needing to get more stronger than ever. I'm telling you, this is all a scam. The best part, he didn't even get the 10,000 votes or names that he needed to register. So you went and you did all that for what?
Let me make this point, ladies, with we have all 4 Black women here. Don't kick your goddamn campaign coming for a Black woman as in Harriet Tubman.
That part. Let's say that part too. That part too.
Women, but Harriet Tubman and white women, y'all should get offended too, because the way you put your business out there with your wife about how there was a conversation about having an abortion,
that was awful.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, you didn't hear that part too? So
it was awful.
Now, wait a minute, girl. You got to hear about this one. So he, in the middle of doing this campaign rally in South Carolina, which, like I said, has already been put on lockdown a little bit, and he starts like, "Oh my God, my family, my dad, I wouldn't be here." Like, he went on this whole thing. They wanted me. I mean, tears, like buckets of tears, like basically trying to insinuate that his mother was going to abort him.
His dad wanted him to abort him.
And his mother, Lisa Ray's mother's passed away, so she can't defend this accusation that you're doing for what? I just didn't get that where we went there. Was that to get women's attention?
But it's probably
he didn't take attention. What was it for?
My boyfriend talking about our private conversations about maybe or maybe not having an abortion. Why would you put that
cool?
Out of line.
He insulted a Black woman. A Black woman that freed slaves, that did a lot for us. Then he goes and now he wants to basically talk about the rights of a woman's body.
But what
the hell are these guys gonna get? You cannot make our decisions for us.
He also insulted a Black woman in the audience. He also insulted a Black woman in the audience.
That's true. That happened too. Right? Selena, let me just put that in there real quick. So then he on his way out, and the girl got a little mask on, right? And he's like, "And who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? We can't even see your face." Sister, okay, with the braids, pulled down the mask and was like, "I'm right here." And then he storms off.
Because she tried to ask him a question.
Like moment for him that you insulted another sister? Man.
She tried to ask him a question. He was allowing people to come on the stage, Lisa Ray, and ask questions. And so she said that he answered her question last. She asked him something about prison reform, and he got angry at her. And so I guess she said that he did not answer the question. He danced around the question and started talking about himself and all of, things that he does. And then when she went back into the audience, he was talking and she was trying to get her words in, but then he pointed her out and singled her out. Here it is too, that, I want to feel sorry for Kanye, because, I hate to see someone falling apart. And, in front of your very own eyes. You know, you hate to see anyone falling apart like this on one hand, on one side of the coin. But at the end of the day, I'm torn between getting upset at you for taking this moment and tugging on the heartstrings of people who are really hurting out here, who are torn between making a true decision between voting and not. And I'm torn between, do we let men really emote like they should? Are we letting our Black men emote, and is it causing this? You know what I'm saying? Even with Nick Cannon saying he felt like he wanted to take his life. It makes me sad, because why are our men are suffering? Huh?
What does emote mean?
Come on, Lisa. Like as an emotion?
Okay.
Get out.
Get out of here right now.
Listen, y'all got to love baby sister. Y'all got to love baby sister. She said, baby.
No, ma'am. You
gotta not be afraid to ask questions.
Are
if
we?
You don't know?
Are we letting? Well, then here, Lisa Ray. Lisa Ray,
what is your opinion? Point, Lisa Ray. I'm gonna let you know.
Lisa Ray, what is your opinion? Do you think that we allow our Black men to emote properly, have emotions up top without judging them, and then it bottles up inside of them, and now you're pacing back and forth in a goddamn presidential campaign rally, screaming and crying about your father, or Nick Cannon waking up talking about he wants to kill himself? What is happening?
Yeah, I think we all need to get that out. I think that, you know, just because a man has tears and cry does not make him any less than a man. I think that makes him in tune with his emotions.
Okay, I agree with that.
Yeah. Now, where you do it at,
thank you,
in the middle of a damn rally,
right?
You're trying to get people on your side, that can be perceived as weak, and so people are going to look at that and say, "Well, nigga, you cannot have the president's seat."
Or Lisa Ray, is it also look as conning? Like, oh, gonna go to the crying ticket. Oh, let me show. Oh my God, because it was very dramatic. Okay, I'm talking about the whole hand wipe and everything. So to me, I felt like he was conning. It was a performance. I'm sorry.
Everybody, I want to make it be known that our show is streaming tonight through Lisa Ray's IG. We're going so everybody, you can watch it through Lisa Ray's IG. Leave, get your comments in there. I want to say this, Black women. Don't you dare make your Black men in your life feel like they cannot be emotional with you, because you are helping to create that monster that we complain about.
Absolutely.
When they go so many decades of not feeling comfortable being able to emote, it's gonna come out eventually. And unfortunately for Kanye, it's when he's trying to be in a presidential campaign and we're not gonna take him seriously. He should have done it probably 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And now he's having a breakdown in front of our eyes. He is not presidential material. He's not ready. He needs a lot of therapy, I think, to even be healthy in his relationship, much less be the man in charge of the free world and have those nuclear codes. We're going to take a quick break, and I need to have a drink thinking about Kanye West or Donald Trump holding them goddamn nuclear codes. We'll be right back.